How can we achieve such self-knowledge in the digital age, especially when it comes to our personalities and, more crucially, our potential? The ancient Greek Stoics preached the maxim, "Know thyself." In this video, we freely present powerful Stoic techniques aimed at deepening your understanding of yourself. Seize the opportunity to explore the complexities of your mind and your limitless capabilities if you are embarking on a journey of personal growth, development, and deep self-discovery. Stay with us until the end and begin our journey towards greater self-awareness. Imagine observing yourself as if you were a stranger. Have you ever wondered how we would change our actions if we could step outside of ourselves and observe our actions and reactions as if we were someone else? This idea is fundamental to a powerful Stoic technique of self-observation. By looking at ourselves with the curiosity of a stranger, we can free ourselves from our emotions and prejudices that often cloud our perception of who we are. Let's visualize this as watching a movie where we are the main character and criticize his actions and choices. This change in perspective allows us to objectively see our actions, identifying habits and reactions that may not be aligned with our goals. It's not about self-criticism, but about gaining clarity by observing ourselves as if we were a stranger. By observing ourselves from this distance without the emotional weight associated with self-evaluation, we can achieve a clear and unbiased view of ourselves. The Stoics teach us to observe without judging, adopting an attitude similar to that of a scientist in an experiment. When we experience intense emotions like anger, taking a step back and asking ourselves why we are angry allows us to observe those emotions as if they were not ours. This practice provides surprising clarity in understanding the roots of our emotions rather than being swept away by them. It is not about repressing feelings, but about understanding them from a distance. In a world where emotions can be as fleeting as social media trends and as impactful as real-life decisions, this shift in perspective is powerful yet challenging. Seneca's Stoic wisdom reminds us that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. By observing ourselves objectively, we reduce unnecessary suffering caused by misconceptions and overreactions, promoting a more peaceful and authentic life. 2. Love yourself completely, with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Often we focus on the negative when looking in the mirror, obsessing over our mistakes and parts we don't like. Constant self-criticism creates an unkind internal narrative. True growth begins by accepting every part of yourself, recognizing the whole being without denying or overemphasizing the negative aspects. Stoicism urges us to embrace our full essence, allowing us to improve from a place of honesty rather than giving up on growth. And with sincerity comes the power to change, as Marcus Aurelius wisely expressed. He accepts the circumstances to which fate connects you and loves the people to whom fate connects you, but do so with all your heart. This acceptance stands as the foundation of authentic transformation. Experience this by writing down your strengths and weaknesses. Don't avoid the truths that make you uncomfortable. Now, look at this list, not as a judgment, but as a map. Your strengths are your tools and your weaknesses are areas to grow rather than punish yourself. Regarding the less attractive parts, ask yourself how you can evolve in those aspects. Self-acceptance does not imply stagnation. Rather, it empowers you to evolve from a position of understanding and compassion. Remember that every facet of you plays a role in your journey. By embracing every aspect of who you are, you set the stage for authentic self-improvement. It's not about becoming someone else, it's about being the best version of yourself. Challenge yourself constantly, but start gradually. Like we talked about embracing every aspect of ourselves. There is another equally crucial step. Challenge yourself. Yes, self-acceptance is vital, but the growth experienced by leaving your comfort zone is like a muscle that needs rest and exercise. You've recognized who you are, and now it's time to discover what you're capable of. Stoicism instills in us the value of continuous self-improvement, but the key is to take small steps that avoid overwhelming and causing setbacks, rather than trying to climb a mountain all at once. Instead, take small steps, one small walk at a time. As Epictetus said, nothing great is achieved suddenly. He applies this wisdom by setting small, achievable goals. If you want to be more patient, try containing a quick response in your next conversation. If you want to get fitter, start with a short daily walk, not a marathon. Identify something small that you have been avoiding or want to improve. Make a plan to address it in small, simple ways. If it's reading more, start with 1 page a night. Celebrate these small victories, which, although they may seem insignificant, are stepping stones to greater achievements. Your potential is like a sleeping seed, waiting for the stability of the water of effort and the nourishment of perseverance to grow and become something extraordinary. Remember that every great journey begins with a small step. By challenging yourself in small chunks, you are not only developing your skills, but also building your confidence. Have you ever found yourself scrolling through social media and experiencing a sense of melancholy when comparing yourself to the apparent happiness of others? It's easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others. But here's an undeniable truth. The only fair comparison is with yourself, who you were the day before. This concept goes beyond simply feeling better. It involves recognizing and valuing your own journey and growth, focusing on making small incremental changes. The technique is to measure those changes instead of looking at others and feeling left behind. Direct your attention inward. How have you evolved since yesterday? Maybe you're a little more patient, a little more knowledgeable, or just a little stronger. As Marcus Aurelius stated, you have power over your mind, not over external events. Understand this, and you will find strength, applying it by focusing on your progress rather than comparing yourself to the paths of others. Here's an action you can take every night. Spend a few minutes reflecting on your day. What did you do better today than yesterday? It can be anything from listening more carefully in a conversation to making healthier food choices. These are not just achievements, they are proof of your continuous evolution. Record these moments in a journal or a note on your phone, and over time this record will become a powerful reminder of how far you've come step by step. By focusing on your own growth instead of comparing yourself to others, you will free yourself from unrealistic and unhelpful standards. You will begin to appreciate your unique journey, recognizing what brings you closer each day to the person you aspire to be. Fifth, take responsibility for yourself. There is a powerful change that occurs when you take full responsibility for your actions, thoughts, and life. It's like taking the wheel of a car that has been drifting aimlessly. Sometimes we blame circumstances, other people, or luck for our situation, but the truth is that by taking charge of our responses and decisions, we direct our lives in the direction we want. By shifting our focus from comparing ourselves to others to reflecting on our personal progress, we naturally move to the next step, owning our journey. It's about saying, "This is my path and I am responsible for walking it," as Epictetus wisely said. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. By accepting this, we empower ourselves to face life's challenges with maturity and wisdom. Start by identifying areas of your life where you have been blaming others, whether in your relationships or your personal life. Now reflect on how I can take more responsibility in these areas. It's not about being hard on yourself, but recognizing your ability to change things. For example, if a project at work isn't going well, instead of blaming the team, consider what you can do differently to improve the situation. This approach not only promotes personal growth, but also earns the respect and trust of those around you. The sense of control and self-respect you gain from taking responsibility for your life is profound and transformative. You begin to see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. The following technique builds on this and takes us deeper into the art of living a Stoic life of self-discovery. Sixth, choose your influence wisely. Every day, whether we realize it or not, we are influenced by the people, media, and environments around us. These influences can shape our thoughts, actions, and ultimately our lives. The problem arises when negative or toxic influences begin to distance us from who we really are or want to be. Recognizing and choosing these influences wisely is crucial to our growth and well-being. Removing ourselves from those who constantly drain our energy or reduce our aspirations may be necessary. Along the same lines, consider the media you consume. Do they enrich your mind or disorder it? Associating with positive people who support and inspire you can propel you forward. Choosing media that educates rather than demeans is vital in your journey of self-improvement. Start by evaluating your current circle of influence and make sure it positively contributes to your growth. Remember the words of Seneca: associate with people who are likely to improve you. Evaluate whether your relationships and sources of influence are constructive for your life. It's not about isolating yourself, but about intentionally cultivating an environment that supports your journey. Seventh, say yes only to what matters. Our time, energy, and attention are valuable resources. We often say yes to things that aren't really important, overcommitting or getting caught up in trivial matters that take us away from our goals and passions. The art of saying yes only to what aligns with our values and aspirations is a powerful skill we must develop. Reflect on your decisions and commitments, aligning your actions with your values. Evaluate how you currently spend your time, asking yourself if each activity adds value to your life and aligns with your goals. Deciding wisely what you commit to will get you closer to where you want to be. By only saying yes to what is truly important, you live a more focused and fulfilling life, choosing quality over quantity in every aspect of your existence. In the next technique, we will delve into another Stoic strategy that will help you maintain this focus and live according to your true self. Stay tuned. Eighth, make others better. Contributing to the betterment of others is a rewarding experience that we often overlook when focusing on our personal development. The true measure of our growth lies not only in how we improve ourselves, but also in how we encourage others. It's about creating a positive ripple effect that extends beyond our individual lives. By focusing on what really matters, this includes the relationships we cultivate and the influence we have on the people around us. As Seneca said, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for goodness. It is about extending acquired wisdom and strength to others, not just about self-improvement, but about improving the community. Start by being a positive presence in the lives of those around you, offering a listening ear or sharing experiences. You can contribute positively by volunteering, mentoring, or simply striving to spread kindness and understanding. It's not just about grand gestures. Even small acts of support can have a significant impact, improving the lives of others and reinforcing your own growth. Remember that your growth is a beacon that can illuminate the path for others. As a bonus tip, start keeping a daily journal. This is an additional tip for those who have traveled with us this far. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, essentially journaled his famous meditations. These were never intended to be published. They were his personal reflections, his way of practicing Stoicism every day. It highlights the power of journaling as a tool for self-discovery and personal growth. Every step we've explored, from observing ourselves objectively to improving others, can be deepened through journaling. It is a space where you can talk to yourself, ask questions, and reflect on your daily experiences. You don't need fancy notebooks or eloquent words. Just start with your raw thoughts and feelings as you write. You will find clarity and insights that were previously hidden in the hustle and bustle of daily life. Remember the words of Seneca: true happiness is enjoying the present without anxiously depending on the future. Journaling brings you into that present, allowing you to appreciate your journey, learn from it, and plan your future with intention. Which of the Stoic techniques appeals to you the most? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Today's discussion is a small part of our larger learning journey. If personal development and self-discovery excite you, indicate in the comments by writing, "I'm looking for wisdom." See you in the next video.